once they make their first decision, the person you filed the claim against gets a copy of all the information. So I got a copy of the emails he sent to them. It's so sad, dude. That dude is so pathetic.
Who is that? I don't know who it is.
Nick Apicella owns Resonix Sound Solutions, and he used to own Apicella Auto Sounds up in New York, or Apilica, or however it's pronounced, right?
Okay.
But me and him have had problems for a while. You know,
he likes to find people to have problems with. Like,
yeah.
He used to go after Aaron White and Audio Dynamics, and he would make these outrageous like lies, and like he's like, oh, you don't have the frequency response like printed on the side of your box, so you can't advertise your product or mention your product in this group of whatever his sound quality group or whatever the fuck. And they're like,
you mean
90% of the fucking brands don't have it posted there. We actually have
his censorship group, because he deletes anyone who doesn't agree with him.
Deletes anyone that doesn't agree with what he's saying in there.
So
pretty brutal. Yeah.
So that all kind of started because he had made a video. He made a video talking shit about people, and I watched it, and I noticed he was reading the data wrong on Max. And I was like, so I left a very informative comment on YouTube. Just, hey, you're looking at this like this. You're not gonna have accurate phase readings 50 hertz below the crossover, and it's 30 dB down. Like, there's not enough signal there. Blah blah blah. Well, of course he deleted my comment, whatever, and I kind of left it. I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Whatever. So Matt made that video, and then it got posted. Nick commented on the video. He thought it was me at first because I guess me and Matt are both big white boys with beards. He thought it was me, immediately talking shit. He said, "Is this the dude that emailed me begging for free product?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't see it because it has me blocked." Which is wild to think about. Anyway, he was like, "Is this the dude who was begging me for free product in email the other week?" Which was just a lie, just outright. Because here's the email. You actually probably can't even fucking read it, but
just read it to him.
I will. So I was on his website because he makes he has good product in the end. Whatever. I was gonna buy some of this CCF tape. Well, I noticed so he has me blocked. He has a problem with me. I saw my truck doors on his website as marketing for his products. I'm like, that's wild. So this is my email to him. I said, imagine my surprise when I was checking out your CCF tape and saw my door panel on my Duramax and the marketing pictures. Link to it. I'm glad it was quality enough to represent your brand and make it on the site. Consider that my unofficial seal of approval. But granted, I am being a bit snarky. I said, I'll get straight to the point. The Duramax is currently being taken apart for treatment. The Tahoe SPO build is swinging back into the lineup to finish the rebuild that will redefine the definition of demo truck. I said, I know what I'm doing when it comes to marketing, content creation, and moving the sales needle. So unblock me and let's do some actual marketing this time. I'll explain that in a second. I said, you want to make that thicker material to the market, right? The uses of Resonix to the Demo Bros SPL guys. Let's do it.
That doesn't sound. He could have been like, "Yeah, dude, I want to get it in there. This is your price."
Yeah, I didn't ask for a fucking thing for one.
Yeah.
So my comment about let's do some actual marketing, that goes back to the main issue that I have with him was, probably 2 years ago now, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. We were talking every day, chit chatting, whatever. Like whenever he lost his, I guess, or whatever happened with his last business, he was posting some really dark shit, and I was checking up on him. Like I was making sure he's all right. Like I thought he was my friend. Nope. So there was something went on, and he blocked me, made a whole post about me saying how he was only using me for marketing to the bass head community and actually hated me. I was like, oh, well, that kind of.
What does he make? What's his product?
Sound deadener and shit, like nice SQ stuff. And I was like, oh, that actually kind of sucks. Like that kind of hurt my feelings. Like it actually, I was like, that sucks. So that's what the marketing thing was. That's what that was a reply to. Was let's do some actual marketing if you want to do marketing. Like just tell me you want to do marketing.
Well, let's say let's not use his products in the SPL world. How about that?
No, there's a reason why I haven't talked about it. And so so he does this thing where like the deadener gets tested, right? And his is always the best. Well, he had some sundown deadener, and I think he had some Vibraflex. You know, the shit you got to put on. You
got to be like as hot as the surface of the sun. You got to burn your fingers.
I know he had it because he was bitching to me about how bad it smelled. I'm like, yeah, shit, that's fucking stink, dude. That stuff never made it to the testing site. It just went away.
Surprised. Not surprised.
So he filed the DMCA claim, which, you know, could have had my YouTube taken down, whatever. I decided, and so the first time me and him had a problem, I posted our DMs because fuck it, you know, like, you're not gonna lie on me, and I got proof right here. And he threw a hissy fit talking about you're posting my private information, blah blah blah. So this time, so he lied about me begging for product because he loves to fucking lie. I dug into it, and this information is completely okay to post. So this is this is a little post I made about what the DMCA is, what could have happened, blah blah blah, and it is every email sent back and forth between him and YouTube, open to the public, ready to go read. And
imagine
being mad about screenshots.
Imagine feeling the way that dude feels when he's like, I'm gonna tell YouTube. Imagine how that man feels.
He's like,
dude, like his testosterone is just dropping by the hundreds, like, meh, and he's like, oh, and he's fucking just being a absolute little bitch of a man. Just like muscle content is going down. He's like actively shriveling up.
Yeah. And so I had already determined long ago to just not bring him up publicly, just leave it alone. But since he wanted to bring me up and just lie so blatantly, I was like, all right, I'm kind of done with it. And then he went after Matt, like the nicest dude, and like, fuck you, bro. Like, how's that? Lick my balls, dude. So that's gonna stay up.
Well, back, you know, 5-6 years ago, he was like just attacking the guys at Audio Dynamics, just going after him. Like Aaron's like, dude, I don't understand. He's like, I'm working my ass. He's like, he shows himself designing and developing all of his own crossovers and all the testing and mic system and chambers and all of the shit. He's like, dude, how am I bullshit? How am I just picking shit out of a catalog if this is what I'm doing here? I'm literally showing you the development of all of my fucking speakers.
Like, let's be real. All right, so like I said, he sells deadener and deadening products. You think he's doing orders big enough to have his own shit produced? Fuck no, dog.
No.
Or he would have his logo on it.
No,
he's just buying shit out of someone else has.
That's right. He's buying the shit out of a catalog.
It doesn't even have his logo on it?
No, because no.
What the fuck?
No.
Speaking of deadener, we should do
that's why he's like that. Those guys that do that shit all the time, those guys that are attacking people, they're like, those motherfuckers are the ones that are full of shit.
Yep. We should do a quietly loud deadener, one for SPL and one set for SQ.
Well, I think the best deadener.
I have 5 on it, and I know a little, and Drew knows a lot. Drew probably knows more about
the best
sound quality than I fucking know.
You know, the name fits perfectly.
The best stuff that that's
really the best fucking thing, Steve. That's a fucking great idea,
dude. I'll tell you the
Let's do it.
torch on deadener has been the best stuff I've used for sound quality. But besides like foam and stuff for like whatever, but like
Right.
for stopping door resonance, bro. We're adding like concrete to the door. It's not going to be any better than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can make that same stuff or something very similar. Maybe improve it somehow. There's probably something we can do to it to make it look better. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, hell, just keeping it in stock is better than a lot of people do with it. Shit.
We have probably somewhere between 25 and 30 of the sheets of Vibraflex in my van, one vehicle.
Yeah.
It's a fucking van. My van is pretty fucking dead. It's pretty fucking incredible. Motherfucker is solid, and it doesn't squeak and ping and pop and fucking. It doesn't sound like an explosion when you hit a bump on the road. You know what I mean? Like, remember when it was a big giant fucking tin can, Drew, and you drove it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was real good for a big giant open fucking van, but now it's like really incredible for a Cadillac.
So that was
Okay.
part of this week's drama. The next one it wasn't drama for me because it just wasn't. MB Enclosures posted a video. Like I said, so I watch all these videos, listen to all this stuff while I'm like in the shop working. I'm not even watching most of the time. I'm just listening. And then like when I hear something, I'm like, oh, let me, got 3 monitors. Let me look real quick. Okay. Because like I watch all the car audio stuff I can, which I want to talk about a new car audio dude I found from California this week. But anyway,
okay.
So he posted a video showing the AMM1. He was showing how efficient his box was. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, like you're only running one of the positive speaker wires through. You got to run both. And the comment was just kind of like that, like, hey, like you need to run both. And he made a whole reply video about how I was wrong and I was racist. And I was like, I saw that video like at 2 in the morning. They reply at 2 in the morning, standing here. So I grabbed 2 of these, 2 AMM1s, and I just ran 2 wires through one through the other. I was like, look, you got to run both because they're current, very poorly explained, but explained well enough. Posted that. And he still said I was wrong and I was a racist. And yeah, it was just he said that I was trying to come after him because he does 140 dB with 600 watts or something. I was like, okay. I mean, nah, man. Like I was just trying to help your 50,000 followers. Like I don't have 50,000 subscribers to YouTube.
Yeah. To play devil's advocate a little bit, the manual should be.
It's worded. I pulled the excerpt out because it is kind of confusing.
If your amp has multiple outputs and it's a monoblock, you have to use both. Like, back when that thing first came out, most monoblocks had one set of outputs.
And so that's exactly what I was about to say. Is that when this thing came out, running 2 8 gauges out of your amp just wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
Now we have amps that you need it.
So it says, nope, that's the wrong one. Here's shut off AC current source amplifiers, for instance. Disconnect one of the wires from the load of interest amplifier output, for instance. Run the wire through the hole of the center of the AMM1 and reconnect. That's not. No, where's the one? That's not the one. There's a particular one. It says, it says must use the negative or positive, not both. Here it is. Run either the negative or positive speaker wire through the hole in AMM1. Reconnect the wires. Doesn't matter which one, but only use one of them.
Yeah,
fair enough, right? Which is why, like, I never bashed the dude. I never said anything negative to him. I never said anything bad. I was like, hey, you got to run 2. You got to measure all the current. That's it.
Yep.
That was it. And that kind of like with the ZVL stuff, people just went the fuck off. Like I said, the most wild shit ever. I was like, nah, man, that's just how it is. Like I don't know if I'm sure I'm wording things in a very straightforward way, which comes off as aggressive. That's just how I word things, Maybe
it's because I'm so gray bearded that when like the guys are like, yeah, dude, fucking ZVL. And I'm like, that is a really very cool, useful tool.
It is
a
a
line
cool,
driver
very
that
useful thing.
does not phase line your amplifiers.
I think it has great
them
features.
all, having very well quality built amplifiers and switching them all into slave mode is what does it for you.
Exactly. But hey,
and guys are like, oh, and I'm all it's just a line driver. It does not do phase alignment.
Jared,
it just happens to be that if you switch them all,
you make it way better. So Jerry, I very rarely, like, I don't mind going back and forth with people. It's just, I've been on the internet a long time, but when I'm willing to make when I know something, like, I know it, like I know it. So
you also do the thing, Drew, where you double check. Like, you went and got those two AMM1s and fucking hooked them up to make sure that you were like, let me make sure I'm right? Because I know I'm right, but let me make sure I am, and I'll show them, hey, but I'm right.
Justin said you said some dirty things to that man. No. So he doesn't like me because I did make a meme about the paperclip. I did make one. I made one.
Dude, the paperclip thing was the most
absurd
fucking shit ever. We were sitting here when we fucking saw that shit. Remember, I went and got the paperclip, and the only fucking thing that the paperclip stood up on was my 3-inch mid. But not my relentless fucking 18 that was sitting here. Not an Alpha 12. None of my subs. There was I had a Trinity of some sort around here. No.
So one of my things is, about being, it's an Amish beard that makes him so racist. Golly, he calls Jacob Fuller racist, which, if you know Jacob personally, you know how absolutely wild of a statement that is.
Yeah, his cousin Jerry.
No, like his wife is not American. Like, she's from.
I know, but one of his closest friends is.
Oh yeah.
Black. So I mean, what the fuck?
If you calling me racist, like while I'm sitting in the room with Chris, I'm like, Chris.
That is some kind of weird. That is some kind of weird ammo thing that.
Yeah, which
people throw.
I just avoided it,
and it sticks with stupid people. It's stupid if somebody thinks I'm racist because I tell somebody that they're wrong or they're full of shit. Fuck it then. Yeah. Cool. Said, if anybody believes that when somebody says that about him, good. I want you to stay the fuck away from me.
Believe it, whatever.
You believe whatever the fuck you want. Go ahead.
And I avoided it then. I'm not gonna entertain it because it's so silly. But he assumes that people are just coming after him or whatever. It's like, nah, man. I tell people all the I don't tell people this isn't new. Like, I just went through the ZVL stuff a couple of weeks ago with this. And they're all white. Every one of them. Some of them are like pasty. But I don't know. So I just avoided it.
Yeah, I mean he just has a lot of he's sorry. He spews a lot of misinformation. Building a box, it's not rocket science. To make a box like art, like what Bobby's doing, is completely different. Not that he doesn't build nice boxes, but if you build a box, tune it correctly with the right airspace, it's gonna have output. It's not like he's doing something that's so amazing that, I saw the intro to his video and it's just dudes slobbing his knob.
I couldn't believe it was only, and I'm like, what is he doing? It's a ported box. I'm all, oh, yeah. I mean, I'm like, now I've seen people react to things like that with John Nolte's crazy double shots and snail shells and fucking labyrinths and shit. And they're like these beautiful, crazy, complex, ultra precision things. And they're like, holy fuck, that's badass. But to have that response to and I get people a little bit like that with, they're like, bro, this 2.8 box beat the shit out of my buddy's fucking crazy $1,000 13 fucking shallow mount things. And I'm like, yeah, it's a really nice box. And I'm kind of cheating. I got a little seat lift and stuff, and we're putting a little more power to it. So yeah. And it's like, but I don't want to make an intro that has people fucking acting all, I couldn't believe it, and all fucking weird, unless I had something really special. If I was advertising a John Nolte
he's
engineer.
he's advertising
or something.
Yeah. Or just like it feels like
It's not, but he's advertising a fucking regular ported box, right?
Yeah, it's not like some sort of proprietary, amazing box.
I mean, if he just builds them strong, that's better than a lot of people are doing. You know what I mean?
Dude, I saw some comments about at least one comment saying he bought a box from him, and it was like gaps and all kinds of shit.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just like
I had a customer like a week and a half ago that was like, these are the dimensions. This is what I have. And I fucking obliterated my 2 6.5s that were in 1.6 cubic feet of air. And I'm like, that's a real fucking big. We could squeeze a couple 8s into there. We build them a 2.8 box, ship them a fucking box. And
Mazda base. How is that Def Bonch radio? I am curious.
Is Mazda base, isn't that what's his name that so many people don't like? Isn't it?
I have no idea who it is. I just
Uncle
know that
Brad. Isn't that Uncle Brad? That's Brad Schluck or whatever his name is. Brad.
Oh, fucking might be.
I could be completely wrong. No, maybe that's
that's Mazda. Mazda. He was Mazda 2 something.
Mazda something. It's a different guy.
Anyway, Def Bonch has like a.
Jesus, I'm all no way is that guy on our phone.
It's the Mazda thing, but it's Mazda something. You're right, Drew. It's not Mazda.
Damn, that's fucked up. You made his cool Mazda base name into fucking maybe not quite as cool, and he's like, fuck.
There's not a lot of Mazdas out there that have base. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
they came out with this. I'm sure it's just some branded radio, whatever. But the app looks decent. It has 8 RCAs out, DSP controlled.
Has a built-in DSP?
Yeah, the app looks pretty decent. I'm gonna be honest.
How much is
That's fucking brilliant.
$180. It says.
Wow. Okay.
But
you know what the gangster is if it was a 12-channel DSP and those 4 amplified channels were
separate.
Were separate, and a boy can dream. Would you look at that? It's almost how they're advertising it.
Let's see.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what I saw in that first picture. The second picture changed that a little bit, but
yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's in Russian. Can't read that. Number of RCA outs 8, but it doesn't say how many. It says 4. It doesn't say how many total channels. I don't think.
4.5 volt out.
Yeah, no, dude, it's a solid looking little unit. It really is.
It's really cool.
Look, y'all scan that. Like I said, the app looks pretty all right too. I'm gonna be honest.
Let me scan it.
Hell, I might still have it downloaded.
Fucking Down for Sound's gonna have that fucking thing in a week. I bet fucking Jacob Scott's all mad already.
Shit, Jacob, never mind.
Never mind.
My phone won't fucking scan it. I turned off QR code scanning. That's why.
Wants audio DSP. Then you got to click on this. Click on that. Okay. Go back up to that other picture, the first one that shows the RCAs.
All right, I'm trying to turn on my QR code scanning. There we go.
Oh, you can't just take a picture with your phone? It should come up.
I mean, yeah. Man, probably can't. All right, so this one?
Yeah, what's that say? Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Okay. Which part about that, Bobby, made you think that it could possibly do what you're talking about?
This first picture, but it doesn't. So here's what it is it's got 1 through 8, but then it's not calling those other channels, 11 or 9 through 12, or, you know what I mean? That was what.
Which other channel?
Picking up what I'm putting down. If it had a number of channel listed on the speaker leads, if it was like if the RCAs are labeled channels 1 through 8, and then it had channels 9 through 12 listed on those speaker leads on the image above. You picking up what I'm putting down? Then I would be like, oh, dude, I bet the DSP is a 12 channel.
I wonder if I can screen my fucking phone. Let me see. I've been trying to screen share my phone. Let's see. Enter Studio.
Yeah.
You can Bluetooth right to it, and you can hardline to it. That's kind of cool. Shit. That's a pretty cool for $180 if it has a real fucking DSP, even if it only had like 5 bands per fucking channel.
Even has navigation.
And if it's parametric, that would be fucking badass.
So it's 28 bands on like.
Okay. That's
but,
pretty cool. I mean, that's a little harder to deal with, but
it won't load. Like it might be different when you connect to the actual radio because they have a couple DSPs.
Well, yeah, you could also. It probably has an app specifically for a laptop that would be more precise, I presume, or no?
Not always.
Yeah.
Not
what was really cool is in
you could stream music. Stream music.
Previous version of the audio system in my F-150, I had an Audio Dynamics DSP, and I downloaded the app that tunes it onto my Linkswell head unit.
Yeah.
So I could fucking adjust my fucking tune just off of ear adjustments, like at a light. I could be like, oh, I'm gonna change this, and man, there would be so many fucking times that I'd fuck around a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I made that way better for like part of a song, and then fuck up everything. I'm be like, oh god, I'm gonna go back. but I think I'm gonna do that again. I have a newer Audio Dynamics high definition DSP that I may install in my truck when my new amplifiers arrive, the big 8-channel and the 15K. I'm gonna install those in my Ford. We're gonna tear the truck all the way down and laminate the wood on the roof and do the fucking windshield adhesive on all the metal components and put a fucking shit ton of deadening in everywhere and I have new like OEM door panels. We'll sound deaden the shit out of those and the door panel even more. It's already got a ton of fucking deadening on it, but I'm just going to go to the umpteenth level of sound deadening. And then, so that should be kind of fun. And I'll probably try that Audio Dynamics, and hopefully I can put the app on the Linkswell head unit in the truck again. That would be really cool.
I'm trying to see if I can share my screen.
You got 2 mics going.
I realized.
I
may not be able to.
So, Chris, I have a reasonable amount of experience now with the limitless sodium batteries, the no lies, and we've probably installed 15 or 18 of the no lie 30s and 50s, and we've had great results. They perform really well. I have 2 of them in my truck, and they're doing really good. And we've installed several of them. A lot of them 10,000 watt systems. So we do like 250s with a big alternator, and it's working out pretty well. I think we're super happy with them. They've been really good on the small to medium scale builds. When we start, when we go beyond, when we start talking about a large scale build, like something with a wall or a huge no wall, then we go back to the skib cells with Warpath Energy. So, but yeah, the sodiums have been really good, but I've only used limitless batteries because a lot of people be doing a lot of really sketchy ass shit, and limitless does not. So.
You guys know what I just bought?
What'd you buy?
I bought a LF.
Did you buy a Quietly Loud hoodie or shirt from the link at the bottom of the screen?
Nope, I bought an LF Audio 6-channel thingamajigger thingy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I guess I forgot to say that I wanted the dual knob thingy too.
Mm-hmm. I just got a nice little inventory of LF bass knobs for here at the shop.
Dang it.
But yeah, any of you guys interested, down at the bottom, down there, you click the link and you can get some Quietly Loud swag, whatever words.
I'll figure that later. Anyway, so that, I wanted to show. So again, I let YouTube just play YouTube audio shit while I'm in here. This guy, the bad news. Somewhere in Cali. That's kind of all I can figure out. He posted one of the best. This one. Hold on, let me.
I've never seen this guy before.
Hold on, I'm gonna share the tab so y'all can hear him. This is probably the best I've heard explained how to set filters. Like
I got some good news and
with
I
a
got some
game.
bad news. The good news, I am the bad news. In this video, we're going to go over how to tune a 4-channel amp with the multimeter, as well as kind of explaining like what all the different settings mean and how you might adjust them to get the best possible sound and performance from your setup. So up in octave from 40 hertz is 80 hertz. Down in octave would be 20 hertz, and so on in both directions. So for example, a high pass filter with a 12 dB slope that's set to 150 is going to be 12 dB lower by 75 hertz. And since the low pass...
Anyway, so yeah,
Very good.
I watched it twice. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, bro, this is damn good.
Yeah, he probably made sure that what he was saying all made a whole bunch of sense, and he fucking simplified all the verbiage to make it nice and clear instead of just blurting out
video is good.
like some people do.
The editing is good.
Awesome.
Like it's
I'm gonna
good,
look him
dude.
up.
San Diego.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, dude, I was tickled pink, bro. I was like, bro, this is like I made a post about it on I Just Want to Bang. I was like, bro, this is good. Like this dude needs more love. No, I was very happy to see that.
The hell? Somebody trying to push some crypto bullshit in the chat.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude.
I still want to go back to this comment right here.
I'll do now. I'll do Navi, bro.
What's up?
Do my Trump dance.
Oh wow,
yeah.
I was thinking like a kind of like a tune in Tokyo, not a Trump ding-a-ling dance.
Boy, I'm gonna get a rocket ship loud as hell.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have stereo imaging from outer space.
Put some 21s in there and have them ported to the outside.
I saw a thing about the big heavy rocket engine being too loud and it being so loud that it's like killing birds from a very long distance away.
That's what happens when you launch the strongest rocket ever.
So we need to provide
sound deadening
fucking sound array to cancel that shit out at the same time.
It's doable.
So here's the other thing I was going to bring up.
Wow.
Hell yeah, brother. Very early days still. Obviously, it doesn't look that great, but gonna be building effectively called the database with 2 S's. It's gonna have a technical, basically just a place of information and useful audio tools. So, example, this one is one of my favorite. And it looks really good on your phone. I've been make sure to focus on how it looks on your phone. So we always talk about how to, you're doing testing, right? SPL, you want to find the most efficient. You want to see what's actually working. Here's this is what we've been telling you to do. Simplified. Put in your score. Call it a 144. 12 amps, 12 volts. Frequency doesn't really matter. Add data. That is your least efficient score right there. All right, let's see. Let's gain a dB, but it takes us more power. That was, damn, 1,800 dB, 1,800 watts. That was less efficient. All right, but let's do a 155 with that same crazy power. So it's going to highlight. You just keep adding data. Adding. As you test, you make little changes here and there. You just keep changing, adding as you meter. And you can, as you make changes, you can see what changes have helped and what changes haven't helped. And you keep doing that. You go look. You click more data. You can pull up all your notes that you had saved. So you put your radio volume, all that. And it's going to track where your most efficient frequency and score was.
Dope.
And then you can export it. Make it even easier to look at later.
Nice.
There. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so you can really test This is the testing we talk about. You meter every frequency, power everything. You make one change, meter it all again, and you can actually see if you're getting more or less efficient, more or less power, more or less loud. You actually know. So that's one of them. What's another one I got on here? Very rough little installation guide. How, head unit settings, cabin reinforcement, just information. Information. Technical documents. So this was in response to the MB thing, AC resistance measurement explanation, formulas, all that. Even built a damn example with a calculator. Well, ChatGPT did a lot of his work. But anyway. So yeah, it's baseaholic.info. And there's just testing tracks. Oh, I got to pull it down right now. It's going to be sine waves in 0.5 dB increments and up to eventually 0.1 hertz increments. So 30.1 hertz, 30.2 hertz, that level of.
For the SPL guys, like I know Carlos and even Greg.
Gonna fill out just
find that shit down to the gnat's ass of a tenth of a cycle.
So like a link to Start My Car, which I didn't even know about. It's one of the coolest things I found recently. Give you a whole bunch of information. Let me go check my fuse box real quick for my truck. 05. It is a interactive, colored fuse box diagram for your vehicles. Right?
What the fuck?
And like, just know people wouldn't know about it, so it's on the site. And it's all it's going to be is just a database of good information. They're going to have speaker measurements. I don't even know what all it's going to end up with, right? In the end, there's a feedback form. So if anybody has feedback, they find something wrong with it, go tell me. And then if you have like how-tos or guides or technical books or anything saved and you want to make it accessible to the wider car audio public,
so if anybody finds something wrong with your site and they send you a message, you'll just immediately block them and file a lawsuit against them?
That's a fact. What's up, dude?
Yeah, what up, Steve Mead?
Oh man, he's a hoot. But yeah, so it's got all that. It's got an upload place. It's information that I know people will benefit from in the end. So it's gonna slowly put it together. Slowly but slowly. Oh, and then transparency and accountability. If anyone wants to go, it is easily accessible and on the website. So yeah. Baseaholic.info or info@baseaholic for the email. Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Oh, it's me. What do I do? So Drew.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Steve's really good idea. Let's make some sound deadening.
I was like, what's Steve? Because now there's two Steves in here.
Oh yeah.
Me, Steve.
Yeah.
We need
not Steve Mead. If anybody ever says Steve Mead, they call him Steve Mead. They don't.
You know what's good about making sound deadeners? Like I don't know if any of us are really, really close with any sound deadener people, so we don't have to feel bad about
I'm really not
or any of that shit. Well,
I mean, like I'm cool with the guys that Eric was at Second Skin, but
yeah, I am too. But
then like they have products
that is like on a completely different scale.
Yeah, but I never gotten drunk with any of them.
Sure. No. I guess what I'm saying is like
we're not being able to hug and high five.
The best way to find out where your vehicle's most efficient, where its quote resonance is test it, and it is available on the site, ready to go right now. Because like say a lot of people they use the 10-inch sealed woofer, and then that doesn't work. That ain't it, bud. No one tests right, and that's gonna be another reason for this is to like slowly fill it with information that corrects a bunch of misinformation or like rumors, I guess the best way to put it. So,
All right. So, what do we do? What do we got to do for the sound ending? What do you want to do?
I don't know about sound editing, man.
What do we
Hey,
do?
you want to know who does know? I
Big,
bet.
dense, puffy, fucking woolly shit that's dyed dark black and has badass adhesive on one side, and we need that crazy asphalt shit, and we need some butyl stuff with the aluminum stuff. We butyl without.
Well, I mean, if it was gonna be me, I think that we should just do the gangster shit.
Yeah, but
The
not
stuff
every.
that-
Yeah,
Not everyone can put that shit
all the
on.
different really amazing products that are available. We just do them. Like I really like the idea of using wool.
You mean that?
Right.
Cool.
Working on it, bud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wool, like wool, like wool.
No, like
Wool.
no,
Works
we need
good.
stuff. We need stuff.
That
So why do you put the
Stuff.
wool in it? That kind of stuff.
wool works really well for that.
I'll go read the website of the people who currently make that, but I don't know if they'll make it forever because it goes in and out of stock a lot. Let's go see. Let's go read what they call it. It is denim cotton acoustic damping, treated for mold, fungus, mildew, whatever use to provide better acoustic damping for speakers and enclosures. It is designed to be used as a filler for enclosure applications. The goal is to provide material with superior resonance control compared to foam, fiberglass, and polyester or wool. Yeah, so that's what it says. So
denim.
So more like inside the box.
yeah, so that stuff goes in. Yeah, that stuff I'm gonna fill the inside of my behind the seat box with it.
Yeah. I think
Actually, Steve,
doing a variety of
it
stuff.
does not mean what you think it means, actually, which is crazy. MB was not the one to file a DMCA claim against my YouTube. That was Nick Apicella from Resonant Sound Solutions in New York. He did. He got told to kick rocks, but he tried. Like, you can't just file a copyright strike because you're wrong.
Somebody like threatens to sue you or threatens to sue somebody and they have no fucking leg to stand on. Like that is the most cowardly bitch ass thing.
If you ever say, if someone ever says, I'm gonna call my lawyer, I'm gonna sue you, they're already not, because they wouldn't tell you, for one. Say that you just paperwork just shows up.
Yeah, you get served, and you're like, "What the fuck's this?" You're like, "Oh shit." That's the way you're supposed to do it, at least.
Yep, and you can't. I mean, I suppose they could sue me, but it'll be all right. I got friends who do lawyer things for free.
So I got on a different note, I got one more show that I'm taking the Explorer to before the end of the year, and then it's time to pull it all apart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got so much to do. I got to replace all the mid and high amps with the new Warhorse amps. Figure out where I'm going to put the head unit. Put in the new 6 RCA thing I just ordered. And then I got to take the doors apart because I got a couple tweeters with broken face plugs. Replace those. What else do I got to do? That's pretty much it. But that basically means I got to take the entire thing. I got to literally take everything apart. So.
I'm mad butthurt isn't a legal standing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Blake. So Steve had commented on the video about with the 2 AMM1s. He commented about how super OG this one is. This is like drop number 1. This is from that. It's still got the original software on it. Yeah. I just happened to have it because I was at one point someone asked me if I'd compared the new AMM1 versus the original one. I'm like, no, why would I? No. I was like, you know what? I know someone with an OG one who I promise has not updated it. I'm like, I'll just go get it from his house.
Yeah, it's funny because they read a little bit different as far as the titles go, but they're doing
the same. That was one of the comments on the video was that the new one with which the old one would also read the same if I updated it, but it showed resistance during the live power, and the old one didn't.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, they're reading different." I'm like, "Oh,
Fuck.
So I pulled up this camera view so I can show you. One thing I'm going to be working on tonight is I'm redoing a couple of these wires, but I have a script. I'm going to shoot a proper video going over measurements, like clamping something. A proper video, like talking to the camera. I'm gonna try and do it the right way because the information should be out there because it blew my mind how many people messaged me saying, "Dude, I've been clamping stuff wrong this whole time."
Well, okay,
like a dozen people.
When you're clamping and you the difference between that and like the SMD meter, one takes efficiency into account and the other doesn't, right?
So when I say clamping, I mean like even with the AMM one, you could still clamping, right? I just mean you're comparing to like a clamp.
Yeah, clamp meter doing the math.
Same. These do these and the Term Lab do the power factor shift, the phase shift thing, but I'm not even going to get into that because I'm using resistors, so there is no shift. Just gonna people have been using like the dual 8 gauge power positive, dual 8 gauge negative. They've been running one wire, getting crazy results, and they just didn't know it. Like a lot of people.
So how about like when they run the clamp meter in say like any of these clamp classes, and you have two positive outputs in your amp, but you're only running that around one of them, is it only going to read half the power?
Nope. Oh, well, so if you have, and this video is going to go over that. So like this amp, because I'm gonna use a Warhorse just because.
Because I mean, obviously for clamp classes, you basically be able to cheat. You'd be able to fucking run half power.
So 2 power, 2 ground, or 2 positive, 2 negative. If you run a single positive out, single negative out, and you run the positive through the clamp, then you're going to get all the current. Because that's just how AC works. You're going to measure all the current. But if you have 2 positives coming out and you only run one, then you're only measuring half the current. And when you measure half the current, it's not quite half power because the voltage is still up. But you will double, like your impedance will look like it's double. So like say you measure with one wire, you get 10 ohms of rise, to 10 ohms and 500 watts. You put both current, both positives through it, you'll be 5 ohm rise, 1,000 watts.
Speaking of clamping, did you guys ever go clamp your output wires from your amps, like from your distro block, and see if they have equal amount of amperage going through them, or if some are carrying more?
I haven't even turned the wagon. I don't think we've turned it on since before that.
Remember we talked about that? How on mine, like my 2 middle wires would take way more of the amperage than the outer 2. So I don't know. I'm curious if that's something you guys have.
Next time I pull the wagon out, I will. Actually, we're going to my brother's house for Thanksgiving. I'll set a reminder right now.
Out there in the middle of Thanksgiving, fucking all these people in the neighborhood, and you're out there fucking throwing burp guns.
Yeah, I just turn your amps on when your battery is charged. Shit.
No, dude, his neighbors are going to be partying. They go hard, and whatever outdoor system they got, it ain't slacking.
Nice.
So no, he lived there for like 6 months without anything loud. He didn't like the wagon wasn't built. Like he said, the day he took the wagon home, he let that thing rip for like an hour. He's like, I'm tired of hearing their shit.
Fucking 160 fucking vehicle in the driveway in the neighborhood.
He lives kind of out in the sticks. So let's see. Reminder: clamp wagon shit.
Clamp wagon shit. Like, what the fuck were we talking about the other night?
Hold on, wait.
I mean, Bobby, you have probably some access to that shit too, obviously.
Message.
I got all the shit, but I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I want you to do this shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I've started having to use like apps like that to do everything.
Shit. What else been going on? What do you got going on over there, Bobby? What do you got?
You know, fucking working on a fancy fucking subwoofer. I got Jim making me like 22 more fucking motors because I was gonna do like a dozen, and then after I showed the one sub that we built to a few of the homies, they're like, "Yep." I'm like, "Okay." Like, hey Jim, let's do 2 dozen. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I've done 6 full tilt burps here in the 8 years I've been here, and like 2 music runs and 1 2 a.m. demo.
a lot of times, you know, like Chris is an example where like you can get away with some shit if people are pretty cool, and as long as you're cool. There's so often they're like, this guy's an asshole, and then he does this, and then
I am
right where they're like, you know, if they're like, hey bro, if you can not do that before 9 a.m. or not after 7 p.m.
I'm
great. And like, you know, if you're just fucking around for a few minutes each time, that's cool.
Yep, exactly.
And you're like, cool, yeah, hey, or like, you know,
someone's got something loud out here. I know that someone's got like something decent in the neighborhood, because like I'll be sitting on my desk, I'll hear like proper bass. I'm like, damn, somebody getting it. So I always thought, man, I hope the neighborhood doesn't think it's me. Well, we fired the wagon up because it was like Tuesday night before Slam, like 7 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, all right, well, I said, we got to make sure it plays like a little. Probably did like 30 seconds, just full rip. Well, I'm telling you, 2 neighbors came over. I got 3 text messages, 1 Facebook post. I'm like, all right, well, they know when they know when the loud shit turns on. Got it. Cool. But other than that, I don't even start my truck late at night because I know that thing's annoying.
I mean, here at Gately Audio, like sometimes we got to do kind of medium extensive testing.
Yeah, and you're in a business,
and there's one business that's nearby, and they like send these and so we finally, like after like 3 years of being like, hey, you know, if you could say how much longer you're gonna do that, you're fucking killing me over here. If you said something nice, I would turn this shit down sooner. But when you send messages with this snotty bullshit,
I'm turning this shit up.
I'm turning it off, and it's totally legal and reasonable for me to operate this vehicle here like this. It's the middle of the day during normal business hours. We are in an industrial area. Fuck you. Like, don't. You know, and then I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and block you now because you never stop sending these shitty messages, and I'm going to ignore you. So I'm just going to block you. And then I block them, and then they send like an email, and then we're like, block up. We're going to go ahead and block this email too. Block. And then, and then
like you're going to have to come down here and be shitty to me in person, and you're going to get smacked.
No, they wouldn't even get smacked. They pulled up and they were like, because they wouldn't do that. Nobody would pull up and be like, you're fucking going deaf, and that's gonna hurt you, and like it gives me migraines from fucking 1,000 feet away, and it's like, those are all fucking lies, and you're wrong. And nobody does that shit in your face. Nobody does that. They pull up and be like, hey, can you please turn that down? And I'd be like, I can't. Or like, hey, I got like just a few more minutes of a couple little tests, and then we'll wrap it up. Thank you. And I'm happy to do that shit. But if you're an asshole to me, full tilt, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Like, and we had a guy come. We were testing the fucking alternator belts in the soul gas. We were fighting with those for a while, getting that just right. And we would have to play it a bit to kind of get everything, get the truck warmed up, get the fucking and then finally get it to start being an issue. So we would have to play it for 10 or fucking 15 minutes, not like fucking full tilt, but like putting the load on it. This dude comes skidding in his fucking older Silverado, and he fucking points his finger out the way. You better turn that thing the fuck down right now. And I looked up at Colt.
What I'm about to not do, bud.
And Colt looked, and I was sitting in the driver's seat, and it was like at a medium level. We were like talking, and I just fucking let it full rip and got out. And I was like, and what the fuck are you going to do? And I was like, you're not going to do shit, are you? You need to get the fuck out of here right now is what you need to do. And you are going to do that. And he like backed up and fucking did a burnout in my parking lot. Almost got into an accident in the street. We all were, oh my God. And then I felt bad.
There you go, Steven. Steven Dunn.
Yeah, he's going at it on that thing.
No. This is my old boss / my friend Troy Delahouse's new GTC race car. Wide bodied Porsche that was flooded. Honda K swapped.
Nice.
Real carbon, like gonna be a nice little unit. Nice little unit. Where's something
We
else?
thought about doing a K swap on my Subaru, actually, at one point.
Dude, they're awesome.
I mean,
2023, 2024 Optima Ultimate Street Car seasons. These are all the things they won during those races.
sick.
They're out at SEMA every year with like some crazy shit. Oh, is this the Supra? No.
Hey, we should see if Steve wants to come on and go over his new amps.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be a good idea. I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up tomorrow or Friday and see if he was interested in doing that.
Nice.
I saw some people. What were they? They were. I can't remember. They were talking shit about his amp somewhere. Like not talking shit. They were just saying they weren't anything special. I'm like, or they're cheap. I'm like, nah, bro. Like these are legit amp. Like the pricing is great. Like they're awesome. I don't remember if I called him or texted him. Anyway, I was like, look, it's like, who do I need to hit up a DSA team? I need to get one of these things ASAP so I can show like someone's like, oh, they won't make power, they won't play low or something. It was just some stupidity. I'm just like, bro, I need to get one of these
where
things.
people just like to blurt out nonsense.
Just the dumbest shit.
And see if it sticks. They're like, I'm just
Like-
gonna fucking tell a giant lie. I like to say
Like,
words.
are the aesthetics like the aesthetics are so different? Like,
Blurt
they're
out shit. Mm-hmm.
fucking
Yeah,
nonsense.
that's not gonna work right.
I just say
You need
words.
to wear a respirator when you're fucking grinding gigantic particles that fall directly to the floor. You fucking care. Like,
Dude, Blake is over here preaching tonight. This is the most aggravating shit I see constantly. People will say how trash like Brazilian full bridges, this and that. But then the minute an amp costs more than that, too expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what I don't do? I don't read shit that stupid people fucking post and say.
Oh, I don't.
Even if it's
like,
a comment in my
Every
like,
time I
I'll
see
start
it-
reading something that's a comment in something I posted, and I'll be like, "Oh, this is nonsense. Hide,
Yeah.
hide. This is a nonsense talking liar. I'm gonna go ahead and hide it. I don't need to respond to them. I don't need to do shit. I need to give them anything. Nobody needs to fucking have that shit. And I'm not censoring fucking people, but if you say a lie,
No, well, you just
I don't
hide. You
care
hide
if
it
you
for yourself.
believe it's the truth or not. Here's the thing. If you say something that isn't fucking true, no matter how much you believe it, you are still a fucking liar.
Yeah,
I
well,
want
if you
you
know it is,
people
if you
That
know it
fucking
is,
hear me talking to understand this shit. So you make sure that when you repeat back some shit that somebody else said, you should make sure that person didn't tell you some fucking nonsense. And
Like,
even
if
if
what you
you
were told
really are sure they would
means
never try to
silly.
lie to you, you're still responsible to make sure that the shit you're spewing isn't a fucking lie.
now look,
You're responsible for that shit. And people do
I
it all the
guarantee
fucking
I
time.
have said some dumb shit,
Same.
100%.
But I own that shit. I'd be like, hey guys,
Yeah.
I was fucking wrong. Like,
Dude, I went back through the forums, like it was like 2 a.m. I've been on some White Claws. I went back and found like some old forum posts, and I'm like,
what? Let me find
golly.
You know what? I can't sleep. I might as well go online and try to find a reason to hate myself a little bit. Oh,
Well, I went
there's
looking
that time
for-
I was mean to that guy, even though he
I
was
went
totally
looking for
right.
photos of something. I don't remember what it was now, but I'm like, oh, let me go check this real quick. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh my god.
So that's it. That's it. I don't care what nobody.
He was very, very specific about how he wanted that amp built, and it is absolutely Steve Mead developed product that the DSC.
Yeah, and even if he just slapped his logo on it, he didn't ask for anything else. He still would have been like, "That's the good parts, right? Ain't the bullshit, is it?" Like he still would make sure it was the best that he could have put in there.
What I like probably the most about it is that it doesn't look like everybody
else's. Yeah.
I like that he really, really did his own thing.
Yep.
Yep. It's dope.
I mean, the aesthetics aren't like they're not what I would use in like my Tahoe or Duramax, but like I'd put that in I'd put it in something. I'd use it.
They're beautiful. I love the way
I think they're great. They're just not, I have a very particular aesthetic for everything. It's just like I would use them. Actually, you know what? The Tahoe would be great. That's a perfect use case, or like the Nitro or something. Yeah, that'd be killer.
Yeah,
because they're so different now. Like I love LEDs. Well, we know I love LEDs.
Yeah, that's one thing I really like about them. I mean, plexiglass and LEDs, dude. Who doesn't fucking like that shit? And Bobby, speaking about that, I mean, do you have anybody running your amps with clear bottoms on them? They made bottoms for them, like Barnaby makes them and stuff like that for a bunch of other people.
Mine?
Yeah, for years.
I made some for someone, but we always mount them.
Yeah, I know you use your side.
Yeah, we do the side mounts and stuff. So we haven't bothered to do a clear bottom. Our amps have black circuit boards. Looks nice and clean. They're really pretty, but haven't bothered with the acrylic bottom on them. I'm
not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that there wasn't a one point for many years that you couldn't tell me I was wrong. I knew it all, and that's just a fact.
That's when I did not like you.
A lot of people didn't, which fair enough.
Yeah, but
which, and again, I deserved it. Fair, right? But it was my back and forth with Chris Munson when I got just embarrassed. I was like, you know what?
I need to shut the fuck up sometime.
Maybe I don't know everything. Mama, you lied to me. You told me I was the best. My mom makes the joke that they overbuilt my confidence. I'm like, oh man, you had no idea.
I see you posted this up. I mean, I know what amps I think they're based off of, and those amps are proven. So
I mean, I think he said they're from SNI. I mean,
I'm guessing they're like the Hoonigan or what do they call them?
Yeah, the newest generation SNI stuff. Yeah. The newest stuff.
Hooligan, was basically the first one to kind of come out with that small 8K.
It was that, and then the DD M4000.
Yeah. So yeah, they're good amps. They should be good.
I mean, they're probably very similar to also because I know JPs are there's that generation. They just use a different set of internal parts to save cost, cheaper parts. They work. I mean, SNI. This is what I tell people: SNI is not going to sell 1,000 bullshit amps or however many these people are buying with something that is known to have a problem. Because guess who has to eat it in the end? If it's a bad enough issue, SNI has to eat it. From someone like Price or like DS18. If DS18 is like, we're going to stop buying amps, SNI is going to shit their fucking britches.
Yeah.
So they're not just going to send out junk purposely.
Speaking of amps, all my new fancy ones are en route. I should have them in some weeks.
What fancy amps?
The 15K and the
okay.
And then another batch of 7100s and a little tiny little 800 watt 4-channel.
Hold on, you said a 15K, and what'd you say after that? Because it kind of got blurred out.
The 8-channel, the 500 by 8 4000 watt 8-channel amplifier.
500 by 8. Okay.
Damn.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be 6'5".
Is it a class? Is it class D? So it's not super huge. Yeah,
it's pretty fucking big.
It's still gonna be big, but
same heat sink size as the 15K.
Do you sell your 3s and tweeters singles?
I do. Everything comes a la carte.
All right, then I guess I'm gonna need to order some because I got these two done.
Just give me a call or shoot me a message in the morning, and I'll get you set up. We'll
the stereo integrity is gonna print tonight. Dude, everyone's been asking for three inch videos, so I'm gonna have to get, and I guess I'm gonna have to get some music made to use because somebody went and reported basically every video of my speaker comparisons on YouTube. Bitches.
Steve's son makes some tracks. Steve Mead's son.
Is his name also Steve Mead?
You might be able to send a message to Steve and see if he can help you out with something.
Again? There was a period of time where we had to take apart every single
video.
8000.
Like, I'm waiting. No, the 800 4-channel is not a Class AB. We have the 700 AB that we will still continue to produce because everybody loves the AB. Even though I could probably show you that even our little 4-channel 200 by 4 800 watt 4-channel Class D is like the same quality and more efficient, but because that whole period of time where Class ABs sounded better than Class Ds ended like 15 years ago.
Yes, it did.
It did. It really did. But yeah. So, but yes, we will continue because people want them. So if you really, really want a Class AB, they are currently available. We still have some in stock. I presume we will probably run out of those before I order amps again, but I will probably order them again because they sell quite well. And some people still have to have. What is the FS4.500 blade?
The beard you got so bright for a second.
Yeah, it's all lit up. It's like I was like, wow, dude, he put LEDs in his beard. It's fucking dope.
I mean, effectively. That's how bright these things are, dude.
Look, you can actually see your beard now.
Yeah, it's all lit up and shit. Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I saw a big body Mercedes look relatively new, 4 or 5 year old, pretty fucking nice big body Mercedes, fucking covered with Christmas lights, like every fucking where, the whole hood, down the fucking doors, everywhere, and it was just taped on there with and it was like a white car with white Gorilla Tape, and they just had daps of fucking white Gorilla Tape all over this motherfucker. I'm like, one, there's no way they can fucking see worth a shit out of that motherfucker. And two, they are fucking that thing's paint all the way up. But it was fucking covered. It had hundreds and hundreds of LED lights on it. Last night on the way home from dinner. It was wild.
So they were like taped to it?
Yeah.
Hot. That's what I hate. I hate more than anything being able to see the LED diode.
Well, it was Christmas lights. They were probably LED, but they were like fucking Christmas lights with the little wire, little twisted and the fucking thing, and they were green wires, white car, white Gorilla Tape.
They couldn't even use the white ones.
I was like, holy fucking hell, look at that shit. I should have got my fucking phone out and taken a picture, but I had a fucking fat ass headache and I was just giggling at that thing. And then I was like, I should have taken pictures of that shit. It was retarded. But yeah.
So all of y'all need these LEDs. That's just all it is. These things are absolutely just bonkers.
Hey, Drew, there's a comment that you should take a moment and read. We got Robert Williams here, and he's making a pretty fucking cool apology to you here, so you should take a moment.
Dude, I appreciate that. And if I same thing you do, I know I was an asshole. I am positive I was. And
Drew, you are still an asshole.
Oh no, I am. To people who deserve it, I absolutely can be. But I was just rude to people just in general. So
you were a lot like Nick Apicella, really, man. You were like the basehead Nick Apicella, except for you're huge and he's tiny.
Yeah. No. My only saving grace was that I was young, dude. I was in my early 20s, mid 20s when I was really like that. So I'm just fortunate that I met Brandy in the end. So these are the Glow Industries version 7s. which are actually they just released, I think.
Those things look really good.
This is a very short. This is a little sample piece he sent me, and like I'm not exaggerating. Brightest things I've ever seen. And so I don't know. He did some. He bought a lux meter. He did all this stuff like today, and tested like these versus the normal stuff from like BTF, and the brightness difference was just, and the colors are great.
How much are they? How much more are they?
They're a lot. So like a full roll of this retail is probably actually, what's you go look? It's in the hundreds. I'll tell you that right now.
Because like I think I got 32 feet in the Explorer, and it was like $60.
No. If you want 32 feet of this, it'll probably be $300 something.
Sheesh.
But I'm like they're worth it, which is like the wildest thing I've ever said out loud about LEDs. But so actually, I was whenever Steve called me right before the amps came out to ask, we were talking about LED stuff, and he told me that the y'all remember Chicken's Escalade, right?
Yeah.
The cost of that single LED strip back then, he said, was over $600.
Damn. Yeah, shit's come a long way.
I'm just like, bruh. I didn't see the spool price on the website. About to pull up our conversation. Anyway, I think retail would be in the like 150 range for it for a roll of it. No, it sounds like a lot.
How much is
compared
a roll? How many feet?
16 feet.
Okay, so yeah, so it'd be like $300 for 2 rolls.
Yeah, and I might be a little off on that, but like we're spending all this money on a lot of these builds. You know what I mean? What's another couple $100 to make it look the best it can look? And
does it have the same like wire output or whatever? Like I could use it with the controller I already have, or do I need? That's what
this is. That's what it's plugged into right now. Actually, just
okay.
Now I will say that their connectors are the thickest connectors that I've ever seen for LEDs. Like the 3-wire JST plugs, it's like 18 gauge or 16 gauge.
And do those have any problem with lighting up the whole 16 feet without like injecting power anywhere? Or? It's good.
Nope. Actually, I sent a video to John Nolte with a full 16-foot strip lit up, and it was all off a single source. And you can just wire it to your battery bank in the truck. It'll work.
Okay, all right.
Because this strip, because I have the strip in here. This one is running 16 volt right now. Yeah, 16 volt. Sweet. And it just works. Yeah. I keep shouting these out because I know so many people are really getting into LEDs and they need them. That's just all it is.
Man, we use a lot of motherfucking LEDs around here.
Does he have
Yep.
Yeah, you should talk to.
Can we? I'm sorry, I'm gonna tangent the fuck out of this before I tell you I want to jump off. Can we look up a subwoofer and maybe get your guys and maybe some of the guys that are watching's opinion on it and tell me what you think this thing might be? But it's the Massive Audio Boa. It's like a Neo, and I got.
Is that the one the Z knockoff?
It's kind of a Z knockoff kind of thing. It's like a 3-inch coil.
Is it new? Is this new?
No.
I don't know how old it is, but I've never seen one until now. But I'm about to put 6 of them in a customer's build, and I'm concerned.
Hump, I tell you right now, man, it is great some days. Other days,
it's
not so
you're
much.
Up in the middle of the night and you're stressing the fuck out, and you're like, man, how in the fuck am I broke, dude? I'm like working fucking 70, 80 hours a week, and I'm like, okay, I've invested. I've got a ton of fucking investment. All right, I just gotta keep working super hard, and like you know, and sometimes like sometimes the money going is like all out. And you're like, when is money coming in? And then like all of a sudden you'll fucking have a week and you're like, God damn, that was crazy. I was freaking out about money a week ago. Now I'm trying to figure out what else I want to fucking buy. And it's fucking terrifying sometimes, you know? Sometimes I'd be like phoning a friend, like I'd be pacing around the parking lot calling John Rabby, like, hey bud, how you doing? And he's like, what's up, dude? I'm like, oh, I'm just stressing the fuck out a little bit. Like I don't like I had a whole bunch of money like 2 weeks ago. Now I don't have any money. He's like, you got a big ass stack of boxes? I'm like, I do. He's like, that's money. I'm like, good point. He's like, when are you gonna bring me those? I'm like, it's not raining no more. He's like, okay, you're gonna be all right. Like, you know, and like it's this and really the biggest thing about being a business owner and doing what we love to do is even the parts of it that we don't love, we do it like we love it. Because if we don't do the hard parts, we don't deal with the hard customer interactions, we don't deal with the fucking companies literally stealing our product and popping molds off of it and addressing the issues, and we don't, you know, come to grips with our own issues and admit when we're wrong about something and correct things. And we don't, and it's okay to fucking throw 2 or 3 boxes in the dumpster before you get the fucking build right for the customer, because you obligated yourself to provide the fucking service that they paid for. And if you go a little bit in the red to do it, then oh well.
That's one thing, like the starting over part, and then like just the working to make it right. I had this but that just comes from caring, right? Because there's always business owners that they're just in it for the money, right? They don't actually care.
So let's look at that fucking BOA sub real quick, guys.
I had the thought last night that if the general public knew how a lot of these audio company owners felt about the customers and the audio industry, they would never support them again. Ever. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, I think it's been out a while. Wow. Could they have tried to is that the DD Claw basket too? Damn.
It's the 18-inch one is what we are working with here.
Is it? It's not a ferrite one. They got a ferrite one.
Yeah, no, it's definitely this one, the Neo.
There it is. This one.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you tell them. Hey, tell them don't buy those. Tell them that I know where some Z4s are sitting for about that price.
No, I got Relentless 18s in stock. I'm like,
the Z may not have, but that looks a lot like the old claw basket.
Now he got these for a very, very, very low price.
Yeah,
like they like super hooked him up. But I mean, and God, man. All right, I'm gonna kind of be fucking brutal because there's no other way to fucking say it. But like, you look at what this image looks like here on the screen, and when you see it in person, it is not quite that aesthetic.
Yeah.
Was that a nice way to say that?
Way you're gonna say it?
It doesn't look as good in person as it does in photos. You know, it's a little.
All right, number one, who the fuck does 2.8 volts? Stop it, bro.
What are you looking
at?
Efficiency. There's multiple ways to do it.
I'm trying to scroll on the fucking screen. I'm like, what am I doing?
Can you go down just a little, Drew, so I could see what subs in which column?
Give me one second.
Picture. Just scroll down.
We're looking right here. This is the 18 right here in the middle.
Okay. BOA 18.1. So it's the third column.
Yeah. That's the N is the Neo.
Yeah.
So we're not seeing that. You got to go to a different part.
Oh, there is 18 Neo on there.
Oh.
There we are. No, it's just literally not there.
Does that say BOA 12? I thought it said 21. Like what? Okay. That's weird.
All
They
right.
don't have the 18 listed, the specifications.
That's not good.
I'm sure it'll sound fine.
Here it is. Here it is.
Go to specs right there.
Yeah.
12,000 watts.
How does it say? It says triple stack neodymium. 108 ounce triple stack neodymium. How does that make sense?
Well, dude, it's 3 pieces of neo stacked on the poles. Don't fucking get it twisted.
It's fully
Those
not.
things
It's
have-
just a block. I promise. That doesn't make
Those
any
things
sense.
have 65 pieces of neo on it.
Look at this. It says X-Max 2-way is 13 millimeters. We have
Oh, they got split motors, just like the Fuzz.
13 millimeters.
13 millimeters X-Max 2-way. So 26 millimeters total. 26. That's barely over an inch. Peak to peak excursion.
Where's the X-Mac?
I'm under specifications on the BOA 18.
It says 25
And-
millimeter each way, so 50 millimeter peak to peak.
which is still not fantastic, but you're looking at the BOA 15. So
No, I'm looking at the BOA 18 one.
where are you
Oh,
seeing?
look.
It says 25. They all say 25 millimeters.
I'm looking at it right here. It says 13 on this one under specifications.
That's the
No,
pole.
yeah, we're on the. I'm on some random sheet. I'm just pulling
No,
up.
because you're looking at the end. Yeah. That's got to be wrong.
Yeah, well,
It's
I'm
gotta be.
pulling up. I'm looking up. So I'm about to do the math on something real quick.
Because the
Hey, look at
X-Mac
this.
is way
Look at
more.
this. Look at this image where you can kind of see the sub. It's kind of tilted on its side, and you
Oh,
can
look,
see
Bobby,
the
look.
coil.
Put your screen up.
How the fuck do I do that?
So there should be a share screen.
Here where it says present, click present, and then click share screen. And then out of that list it gives you click whichever tab is the one that you want to share.
I don't want to accidentally bring up something filthy. It's not a Brave window. It's window. There we go. So right here, look at the coil.
You could zoom in if you wanted to, Bobby. If you just you should be
If
able
I
to.
zoom in here?
Yeah, like if I just like drag, like I could, on my mouse pad. But yeah, there.
All right. So look right here. Look how low the coil. Like maybe that's 25 millimeters between the bottom plate and that coil.
Yeah.
That's maybe an inch. So this thing will bottom out at 2-inch peak to peak.
Those are the neo blocks on top of the steel right there, the poles.
Yeah. Also,
Aren't they usually Aren't they usually like on the inside of the steel plate, not straddling it like that? Or maybe I just haven't seen enough motors.
No, it's similar to the Z. How that the Neo is actually sitting on the block.
Okay.
It is also just glued there. There's just glue keeping that there. I mean, it's pinched between that top plate and that back iron. But like, there's no fucking way that's staying there through significant heat cycles.
You're talking about the pole, the whole pole itself, or just the neo?
And I'm talking about. I'm going on a whole bunch of shit here. But if you look at how the Neo is retained. The Neo is just glued between that fucking back iron and the top plate and just pinched there, right? The other thing I'm looking at is right down here. Look at the bottom of the coil.
Yeah, I see
and
that.
how far it is away from the bottom plate or the back plate.
Yeah.
That's maybe a fucking inch. So if we're
It's
talking
saying they have 47 millimeters of X-Mac, but there's no way.
I mean, peak to peak, like X-Mac, 47 millimeters. But
if it's peak to peak, yeah. I thought that was they were saying one way, but yeah.
Yeah, 47, peak to peak total. I mean, that's not a lot for an 18-inch subwoofer.
What do the surrounds look like in your hand? Do they have big surrounds on them?
It's pretty big, but not significant. I mean, it's surrounds good for easy, significantly more than 2 inches peak to peak.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned about it. I at first I was like, they're going to be fine. These will work okay. And now I'm, John Nolte feasted his eyes on it, and he was like, I don't know, dude. And I'm like, no, I can't use the steel top plate.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Did you do the paperclip test and see how?
Fuck.
You got me on that one, bud.
Oh my God.
You put it on the dust cap and see if it stands up.
I have a lot of. I mean, so here's the thing: is if we put them in the vehicle and we mount them down and we light them off, and if we break them or any of that shit, they suddenly are useless, right? Where I kind of am like, hey, bud, I'd really love to get better woofers in here. And while these are still brand new, maybe you can sell these and get a couple bucks out of them. Or maybe I don't know, like maybe I put them on my eBay account or I sell them in the garage sale part of my website. And like here they are and they're fucking $900 or some shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Maybe they'll work and you'll be surprised. I guess. Yeah, we'll tell.
Nah.
Just tell the guy to get rid of them.
I'm building a monster fucking sixth order wind monster. Like that's you know what I mean? If he was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do burp tones at 45 hertz and trying to like I'm like, yeah, anyway. Yeah. Post them on. I could sell on AliExpress from the US. Here's this. Here you go. It's in the US. Shipping's cheap. What do you got? Let's go. Fuck around. I'm gonna do that shit. Yeah, they will be inverted. Yes, be really. Yeah, it's gonna be a really cool looking build. On a really low-ish budget, but because my guys work so quickly and efficiently, I'm like, hey, I can get this fucking job done under a relatively limited budget for this customer, and we dove right in and we kicked so much ass on it so far. He's getting all excited and he keeps throwing more money project at it with us. And I'm like, all right, bud, let's fucking all right. I thought I was going to kill it with the budget build. Now it's turning into a not as much of a budget build, but yeah.
Hey, you'll have that sometimes.
It will.
Do they have TS for this listed? Please have TS. God damn it.
What is it?
I'm trying to find comparable, a couple of other Neo subs to see what their listed TS specs compare, like put it up next to.
Yeah, I saw this. I'm pretty sure that was a troll because that would be the dumbest thing ever. You see how much? Did you see the price tag on the subs? $23,000.
I thought I said 2,300.
No, 23,000. They're $80 each. And there's 280 something of them.
Oh
shit!
No, I was trying to find
breaks to 140.
I was trying to find compact Neo TS parameters, just to, because I compared the BOA, the listed TS specs, which are clearly fucking not real.
Not real.
And it absolutely donkey stomps in SDDN. I mean, just fucking double the SPL factor. So the SDDN is 0.78, which is fucking high. This thing is like 1.2 something or something like that. I'm like, bro, stop.
They're like, give us the best specs you've ever seen and then double it.
Double that shit. Well, because the SDDN, it is a ferrite, but it is like one of the strongest ferrites ever made. I'm like, all right, let me go find like the compact Neo. And I bet you this thing would still beat a compact Neo based on the specs that are listed. Hey, Seth Lowe from Glow Industries. I told him we were talking about his lights, and now he's just showing up. Closure for my Z. Oh, am I? Oh, what up, Glow Industries? Oh yeah, I need to send him money actually.
Hey, look, it was Robert.
Oh wait, no. Glow Industries.
Robert talking about the fucking the B2 2-inch woofers.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke. Yeah.
I need the price on these because they have little ones too. Like they have like little guys.
Nice.
And these are, I can just plug them in right here, I think. Can't do that. So 2 people are sending me those B2 subs, actually. The little ones. I'm going to 3D print a box because somebody ordered like one of my card holders off the website. And it obviously
it wouldn't fit. I saw
obviously.
that. I saw that.
Yeah. But I'm like, bro, send it to me. I'll make it fit.
All the B2 drama aside, Philip in Oregon,
Philip Listerstrand.
That's his baby. So like, I support that shit 100%.
Dude,
I never had a problem with God, why is his name slipping me? The B2 guy, the main guy, Jay. I've never had any issues with Jay personally, so I got nothing against him either.
I still don't even know what really happened, so I just kind of I'm like, yeah, I like whites. I like white subs. Those are cool. Yeah. I almost fucked up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit down there. I don't know. I want to stay out of that. But as far as the little B2 subs go, if anybody's into that shit, don't stay away from them just because they're B2, because Philip's a fucking awesome dude.
Yeah, Philip is.
He's just supporting him basically because that's his. He's basically taken that as his, and he runs with the B2 side because he's a B2 guy. So
I'm trying to find.
And they actually do work. He does compete with them. I guess it's kind of becoming a thing. Like RC audio is got its own little lane that's getting really popular. So
what kids don't like. Two people are each sending me one of those little subs, and I'm gonna make a box for 1 and a box for 2.
I wonder how that sub I have would work. It's supposed to be like one of the most powerful mini subwoofers. It's like 2 inches, but it throws quite a bit.
Hey man, they have these things for fucking over $2,000 on eBay. These fucking boas.
Well, Bobby said I can't forget about these boas.
Dude, I'm concerned, man. We got one sitting
I would be
in the box, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, this thing.
I wouldn't be not concerned. Awesome, I'll put it that way.
And I'm like, and I was way more optimistic about it when I first saw him, but then like Colt and Tyson are like looking at it, and they're like, bro, this is not that fucking rat. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna be all right. Let's get them. Let's do a little break-in on them. We did a little bit of break-in stuff, and I'm like, I don't really want to move a whole lot. We have a lot of power on them, but I ain't trying to blow them up or nothing. We were looking at them with the thermal camera. They were a little extra toasty, not dangerous toasty, but they were making heat. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And then John Nolte's like looking at it, and he's like, what the fuck is this? and I'm like, oh, you're doing it too? And he's like, what? I'm like, that's what Colton Tyson said. And I was trying to be optimistic about these things, And I'm like, yeah.
Show the Challenger video.
Didn't I send it to you guys?
I don't know. You sent me nothing.
What the fuck I'm doing,
dude? I would convince that dude to sell those and just put candy subs in there, dude. Like, why even?
Seth, I think you may have hit an extra digit on the cost of them lights.
Which
also,
lights?
if you're still watching, what was retail on the Series 7 version 7s?
And are the other versions less expensive, or are they just discontinued?
He might still have some of the version 6, which is what I have here, which is still just beyond bright.
And do you have, Seth, if you're watching, do you have like different levels, or is just the level 7 is what you got, or do you have like a cheaper version that's not as
like the little ones?
Okay, just smaller ones.
No more available after these after.
Why don't I see his comments?
He's messaging. He messaged me the price on something.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, Seth, tell me the retail on the 7s though, so I could tell the stream though. And then everyone just pay me, and I'll order them. I got you.
Or just comment it on the stream. We'll put it up there.
Yeah. So one thing. Oh, I'm gonna tell them in person. Like, I'm gonna tell you on the street if I'm saying you want to buy them. I'll sell them to you. I did the first pre-built LED kit that I shipped out to someone in Japan with them, and I'm very excited for him to get them. plug and play, ready to go, bougie shit.
I thought Allie posted a video of the.
I saw some video y'all posted this week.
Bitcoin might break 100K today, boys.
Bro, that's fucking wild.
Right? God damn it.
Getting close.
Wow.
Although, like, it's good, but then it's really not that great because all that means is that they have zero confidence in the U.S. economy.
I don't know, dude. I'm still like, I understand the technology. I actually understand it fairly well. But the reasoning behind Bitcoin being worth anything is literally just because the public says so. The technology is the technology. It doesn't need these coins and shit to literally operate. It's blockchain is what banks and everybody else is going to use. I'm not going to fucking care about Bitcoin.
Oh, hey, you want to look into something that
I don't know. I think it's all going to end up falling on its face eventually, but I could be wrong. Dude that says it's going to be worth fucking 5 million a coin, Michael Saylor, whatever his name is, that guy's a fucking tool. Dude, I bought a bunch of Bitcoin when it was worth nothing, and now I'm a gazillionaire. Now everybody listens to me. It's like, dude, you shut the fuck up. Shit gets on my nerves. Propaganda.
Oh damn! So it looks like
I they get their video. It's Allison shared it. Oh, and then it'd be on the
that's cool shit.
Facebook page.
So these say Glow on them because they're designed by Glow in collaboration, I guess, with World Semi, maybe Semi because it's the WS in WS 2811. Now that's cool. So what is the current pricing of version 6? Then? Yes, I can upload that picture. Oh,
when it says 10 millimeter thick format, is that like the width?
Yeah, that's like how wide it is.
Oh, that's awesome. 10 millimeters is way better. I've been fucking with this shit that's like 13, and it's like making me have to make these deep assing, machining things to make my little raceways that I tuck the LEDs into and all the acrylic boxes and stuff. Fucking 10 millimeters would be way fucking better.
All right, so Seth, I talked about it earlier, your output comparison, but now since you said that we can look, so he compared the brightness of his versus. I'm sure some of these, just like your regular BTF lighting LEDs, just like the stuff you get off Amazon. Good stuff. So we got green. So BTF was 132, I guess, lux. His was 585 lux. And then blue, BTF is 180. They were 761. God. 250 versus 54.
Fucking
anyway,
red, you're like infrared, you're like heating yourself up and shit.
Dude, they yes. So all lights on.
Sauna, you're all, oh wow, this is kind of cool. You're like,
so
I can turn my demo rig into a sauna and fucking do a little heat cycle in here.
Looks like all lights on for the BTF did 363. Full power on the Glow was 1521.
So pretty much averaging 5x. That's a fucking bunch. That's a lot of lights. And that strip of lights all lit up will look continuous with as bright as they are. Whereas the other ones, you'll see all the little fucking diodes.
Yeah, these are the cheaper ones. And you can tell the camera's just dealing with it completely different.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Series 6 versus Series 7. Just more LEDs. Just brighter. That's it.
Right. I mean, that's like, squeeze more on there, and they're all right. And just fucking, you're like, cool, good idea. Like, fuck, keep doing that. We'll keep being better than everybody else.
He was, come on, bro. It's cold out there. You ain't know you was out there. Damn, son. So he's been taking the testing seriously. So he's got, arced, got a rig set up. No, that's BTF. That's BTF versus. Okay. So the BTF on the right, it looks like it's kind of blurry. I'm going to assume BTF on the right and his on the left. But yeah, absolutely shitting on the competition, just in every comparison.
Pretty fucking cool.
Which is almost aggravating because I had figured out the lights I wanted to use. I was ready to go.
I need to order a bunch of his 800 amp fuses again. I like to keep some of those handy for some of the stuff we're doing, and I might as well get some of his fancy lights as well.
What do you use an 800 amp fuse for?
An inline on a 4-aught wire.
Okay.
I mean, is that even
But like what? That's. But I mean, do you have anything that's even producing that much current to go through?
When we use those power input adapters to run a single 4-aught into the 7100s, like on the Guillotine.
Okay.
So there's a piece of 4-aught, so we got an 800 amp fuse on that.
Okay, so you have 4-aught going into the amps.
Yep.
And do you have some sort of adapter that's like goes
it takes one 4-aught and it makes 3, like it's like a billet piece with a bunch of 3D printed casing around it that Jim makes.
Okay, I get it.
My amplifiers.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually going to buy some of his fuses as well. I have some 500s on there that are just the eBay ceramics or whatever. I don't know if it makes much of a difference or not, but they're not that expensive. They're literally the same price for the 500s.
Well, I just haven't seen anything that, I mean, I use like the SMD fuses for most everything because Steve's my boy and he's right there.
Oh,
but he doesn't have an 800 and Seth does. So I use those and I'll probably bring in some of his lights.
All right, Seth. So what are we looking at here?
Yeah.
Say version 5, version 6, and then BTF. So this is version 6. The one I've been showing y'all is version 7. Holy shit.
So version 6, the reason why it looks so much more solid is just because it has more LEDs on it.
It is. Yep.
No,
it's brighter. It's brighter.
Because 5 looks like it has the same amount. Shit, even 4 or whatever looks like it has the same amount.
The one on the left is BTF.
I see. So they all look like they have the same amount of LEDs. Maybe the 6 has a little bit more. No, they're just bigger and brighter.
Is okay?
But the 7, which is this one, it does have more.
Okay, fucking A. All right.
So.
And that's 10 millimeters wide, Drew?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you measure that for me real quick?
My calipers are inside, but I think I can figure something out. Yeah, I got a 10 millimeter Allen wrench. Yeah, I mean, hell, it might be under. Might be like 9.5, maybe.
Man, that'll make.
Yeah, it's 10 millimeter.
Seth, check out this question. If I were to like encase that inside of a piece of acrylic, am I going to generate any heat? I mean, that's.
So
I definitely made my acrylic boxes get a little bit warm around the LEDs. Is this significantly more that I may be generating?
I'll be honest. You won't need to run them at full power because you just won't. But I think if you did, you may have a heat problem because, I mean, it's just a lot of power, bro. It's just a lot of energy.
They do run hot, huh? Okay.
Well, I mean, that's just.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I need
right
to.
Is right.
I'm doing some testing on some acrylic stuff in the near future, and maybe I'll get some of your lights and I'll get them in there, and then I'll make like a test component.
Well,
I won't build a whole ass box. You know what I mean?
How much? How long would you need? Because I'm about to get a couple rolls in. Damn it.
Well, I'm gonna order some fuses from Seth in the next couple of days. So
okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I got a roll. I guess I got at least two rolls coming.
I'm not worried about them being sealed away. I'm worried. I mean, they'll be fine. I'd be worried about like the heat generating, causing like a reaction. Like if I make too much heat in one like spot of the acrylic and it starts heating up really fast, it might cause like some crazing or fractures or anything like that. So
yeah, you're more worried about the acrylic, not the LEDs.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the acrylic. So I'll do a test piece. Maybe I'll make a fucking cool little LED fucking gate leaf sign thing, and I'll put it right here on the fucking wall next to me. And and just leave that motherfucker lit up when I'm here all day and see how it fucking responds.
Dude, I've left these running for days, and they're on 16 volts.
But my fear isn't the lights; it's my acrylic components being subjected to some heat that they would make. Cause I make those. We call it an LED raceway here. So I'll machine a little channel into the acrylic, and we tuck the lights into it, and then it's in there. You know, like on the two Solo X12 box, how I kind of have the lights inside the acrylic panels. But
well, I mean, like I said, I think the heat thing is like they're gonna get hot no matter what. But you could always you could make them twice as bright as whatever you had in there before, and probably be no hotter, and you'll still be at half power.
Right. Well, that's something to be mindful of because most people are going to be like, I can turn this up, whoop, fucking send it. And they're like, my acrylic box is glowing so much that it's beaming lights out of my windows. And then they're like, hey, man, the box is kind of fucked up, bro. And I'm off.
So all white is going to be the hottest way to get it going, right? Just straight white. I'll just turn it on and I'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see. Do a little heat test. I'm gonna
turn the voltage up.
Turn into a pumpkin here because I'm fucking starving like I'm gonna die and I gotta drive home. You guys do this shit from home and I don't. I should. I almost was gonna go home, but then I was designing some fucking A-pillars. I don't know if Jerry's still watching, but parts for Jerry's A-pillars are in the printers. I need to design the doors a little bit more and move forward on those, but the pillars are doing good. Yep.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we had a good show. I'm good to go. Drew's gonna get jiggy with it, get some heat going.
Yeah, it'll probably take a minute to find out how much heat it actually makes. But so send me a message or shoot us like a picture in the group or something, Drew, of the fucking temperature of that shit later.
There's no.
Say what?
The brightness difference between 6 and 7 just doesn't quite compute
on
in
the
my
screen
head right this moment. Like this has to be not turned up all the way. That's all it is. No, it is. What the 6s just look dim compared to the 7s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to turn this light off in here. No, that's how they've looked the whole. Okay. I'm about to go live on my phone so I can show you all this different. Wait 1 second. StreamYard. Holy. I've seen these guys pull 50 amps from their underglow kit. Good Lord.
Don't leave your LEDs on. You fucking kill your battery.
Fuck.
I did that to the Green Monster. Like one, it was like winter. So it's like fucking 4:45. It was dark outside at the Green Monster out. And that motherfucker had blue lights everywhere. And I'd kick them things on it. I'd like the ground's glowing blue, the whole fucking back, everything's blue lit up. And like 3 hours later, I go walking outside. I'm walking across, and I look at it, and it's like kind of dim. And I'm all walk over. I turn off the lights. Put the key in the ignition. It's like tick, and I'm all, oh, okay, cool. My gorillas are fucking at 9 volts. Sick. Drag the fucking extension cord out, hook up the fucking charger. Like, guys are like,
that's the version
I'm
6.
Trying to destroy my fucking lithium.
And that looks like a lot. Except for I have heaven open on my fucking workbench.
Mm-hmm.
Good right. God. So this is at 13.7. Those are at 16.
I mean, those are bright too, but that on your table is kind of retarded bright.
What in the? Dang, it's like, dude, I'm telling you, it's hard to look at. Oh, let's see how hot it is.
Steven, I just need a Durango to build them off of. My buddy's got a 2024. Is that the same cabin? I could probably get him to come up for a weekend and hang out with me, and I could probably do all the design stuff I need on his.
Oh, it's dead.
So, again, still, Stephen James, that fucking profile picture you have of that sub box is a sexy beast, man. Good work.
I have to charge it. Seth sent me a video. What did he send me now? Oh, showing the 6 verse. Good. Yeah. There's just so many more LEDs. My man's getting all the promo tonight. What the fuck? He's kicking him.
Yeah, see, I think I barely smushed one of mine, and now like half they got a nice little 4-inch section that doesn't want to do shit.
Jerry, that DMRTA is dusty. Ain't no way.
Oh shit!
All right,
All right,
gentlemen.
boys. Yeah,
Steve's like, damn it, I gotta order LEDs.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna order some. I'm gonna order. We're all ordering them now. I just spent $400 on that LF thing, so I gotta wait a minute before I spend another $300. Maybe that could be a Christmas gift. I'll tell my daughter to buy me 16 feet of LEDs.
here, from right here.
It's like it's $150. Like, yeah, whatever, just buy it, dude.
No,
Here's the money.
log
for
in.
it. Do it.
Yeah, here's the money. Just do it.
All right, kids. Fucking go fix your engine noise. Fix your fucked up LEDs.
My lights are too bright. I can't hear the engine. I can't hear the engine noise.
Fucking go fucking roast somebody fucking posting nonsense on fucking YouTube or anywhere else. Call them out and be like, hey man, you're kind of full of shit. You should shut the fuck up. And
and
if it's me, then let it be known it's me. Like I'm okay with that too. So
Basing Accord. I just shipped some to Japan like this week. So you want some? I'll sell them to you. I'll sell them to you pre-wired, ready to go.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna stay on. Y'all go. Y'all be gone. Go
Later.
Go. I'm here. We in here, boys. All right, it's just us. But I'm telling y'all, when I first plugged these in, when I first got the first little sample, I almost dropped them and ran away. Like it scared me. Like just like they're warm. Like I wouldn't want to hold them. Like close my hand around it. That's for sure. But you're not going to run all white all the time. So, let's look at this current white draws. Jesus. So I don't have a lot of experience with diffusers, but they Glow sent me some. I'll show you in a second, actually. This is 5 amps of current for what is like a 3-foot strip. Robert, yes, when I get my hands, because I have to have the vehicle here for a week or two normally, just because I can only work so fast. I need a vehicle here for fitment because like it is a super snug fit. Oh yeah. Diffuser. Like I just quit even like even like letting people get the old LEDs. I don't know. Oh, there they are. I knew there was down there somewhere. The one I bought for my wife so for Yukon from you is stout. Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate that. We put a lot of work into that. I had a local dude come with the Pioneer shallow one that I hadn't messed with yet. Anyway, made it for him. Ended up redoing his wiring harness. He came over tonight so we could throw it in. And yeah, I forgot. Like they're tight too. They're snug fit. Yeah, you can feel the heat coming off of that. That's definitely got some heat to it. But I mean, it's gonna have heat, right? That's all LEDs are just heat generators in the end. Where is the micro USB charger? I need to get Patrick to bring that FLIR camera over. All right, Seth, we need to. It's like I told old Nick Apicella. Let's do some marketing. All right. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to solder up a couple wires so we can power up these ladies. I lied. I ain't soldering shit. I'm about to start butt connecting stuff. Well, not butt connecting. Crimp cap connecting stuff so we can get these lights turned on real quick. But yeah, also, if y'all order from Glow, you 100%. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't be as high temp as it is now. But yes. I have a yes. I need to ask you if you can, because there's a I'll show everyone on stream in a minute. There are LEDs that I just now started seeing a company offer in the US, but I got some from China a while ago. Maybe you can work with WS to come out with a Glow version of like they're so narrow. But in the end, yes, I can. I mean, I've already got ideas for LED products. Oh, I've already shown you 3D printed stuff with LEDs and glow LEDs in it. Right. The only not only downfall, I gotta get some 12-volt power supplies because everything I was doing was 5-volt for a while, simply due to ease of use at first, not in a car. But I'm just gonna have to suck it up and do 12-volt. It's worth it. Huh? How narrow? Because one of my ideas, I can print slots into things incredibly thin. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Yep. Yeah, I have. I'll grab some in a second and make sure we're talking about the same thing. So these are the little, the thin ones. I held it. You have to look at these for a minute. Actually, I'll just join on my phone again. These are 5-volt, I think. Those are the ones I have. These things get hot. I'm gonna be honest. These things get like spicy.
Yeah, turn that.
Turn that brightness down so like these get hot. These get hot. But diffuser. Oh, you can't see a damn thing I'm doing. Diffuser. I think these diffusers are actually meant for even bigger LEDs than these. Oh, I gotta add. Still not enough. Okay. I'm gonna make this one the focus too. It was crazy. The brightness is turned down. So this is not the glow controller that they come with, just so everyone knows. This is just another one I had. The glow controller's one plugged into those back there. Yeah. All right, let me pull these out of there. I'll slide it into this other set. This one. So this is a black on all sides. Y'all gonna like this one. So I have some of the sample that they sent with this. I actually it's installed in the Duramax. I just haven't got it all wired up yet. You can't even tell it's there. Because I installed it into a 3D print that hides it. Let me drop one more light off of this. And I'll show you all this. Okay. So when it's off, literally nothing. You can't see it. Now, it isn't crazy bright by any means, you know what I mean? Because you're looking through black, but yeah, so we got those. And then one last diffuser, the round edge. Holy hell. I'll show you all the video he just sent me in a second. Let me slide this in. Really? Good. So, Gilbert, I have always, for the longest, used the SP110E. They send the SP611E, I think. But at this point, for any like real project we're doing, it's going to end up with a WLED controller from probably Quinn LED until Glow comes out with their version of the WLED. And so these are not the Series 7 or they're none of that. They are very thin LEDs. All right, so here's the Series 6, which is like the normal IP65 rating people are used to. And then they also have even smaller. So the ones that I was talking about, look at my actual spot. Oh, but I mean, you know what I was talking about. These. I'm going to log off on this thing. Pull this video. Yep, that's them. Yep. How much are those too? Just send me LEDs and we're gonna sell this shit. Jesus. Yeah, man. Damn. Oh, so I think that's a full like underglow kit. It's not just like a strip of LEDs and whatnot. It's like the full kit and caboodle, as they say. Which I mean, yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing. It is not only so much brighter than everything else. It's higher quality in every aspect. Base and the core, how much you need, bro? How long? I'm about to clean all this up, and I'm going to start setting up after I catch up on messages and things for the video I'm going to make. My mind is always a million places. I'd be forgetting too much. But that's why. Y'all want to see what I've been working on? I really wish I could stream my phone, but whatever. So, new design data submission form. You're like, why does that matter? I'll show you. So, data tracking and organization has always been a struggle. Organization and time management for sure. So, let's just walk through this. So, now, new form, get a ton of more information than ever before. So, after you order design, you get sent this form. What year, make, model? It's an 05 Chevy 3500. The box is about that big. Lots of SDDNs. More 7500s. Nope. No additional details right now. What do you want your system to do? What do we want the system to do? Music/demo, Lowe's/wind/demo, SPL, or other? Which one? Which one are we going to click? Because it does matter. It does matter. Lowe's. Lowe's it is. Lowe's. Next. So, I didn't go to the right one. All right. Why not? I've been working on this today, so that's why it's broken. Oh, I like broke the shit out of it. Let's go fix it. Fix it on live. I'll just show you in here. It'll make more sense. All right, so you go through it. Do Basaholic, email, where we talked, enclosure type, what general vehicle information. See if I can zoom in and see that. There we go. Measurements, enclosure information, system info. We went through all this. System goals. What are you trying to do with it? Then depending on what you pick here, that's fixed. Determines what next section you go to. So if you say music or demo, you go straight to section 5, which is right here. So you just want to jam out. What do you listen to? What ranges do you want to play? Select all that apply. So you want to play all, whatever ranges, you just click it. But say you clicked on lows or wind, you go straight to section 6. So you want to play lows and be windy. How low do you want to play? This is a drop-down menu. Normally, that's how you would see it. Not tuning. How low do you want to play? Let you select it. And then what do you want more? The lower you are able to safely play, the less overall output you'll have. So lows or wind, lows or wind, output SPL. How far you want to go either direction. Actually, I'm going to change. I don't want to call it SPL. I want to call it just output. Let's call this lows. All right. So if you'd have picked SPL, so you want to be loud. Where will the meter be? Matters. What frequency? What do you want more? SPL only or burps? Then you get final details, cab modifications, anything else you should know, email, pictures, and videos. Then you confirm the information. Once you confirm the information, data will be inserted here. Which is great. It's a little tracking thing. And then data will then change to, I'm not to show you. I don't have it linked yet. Sorry. So then it'll automatically populate a program on my computer called Airtable. It'll be here. It's not there yet because I haven't made it this far into setting it up. We'll link that sheet. Now everything's in here, and a bunch of my automations are in here, like automatically emailing stuff, things like that. But what this also allows me to do, this is one of the bigger things that I use it for, is organization and tracking things. Interface, record view, yes. Okay. Select all the options because I love information. You can never have enough. So then each record will be populated right here. And it'll look kind of like this one. So you work from that information. Yeah. That's one thing that I've been working on to help better keep things organized and flowing, and so I don't forget things. Let's see what else we got. So y'all need the audio math survival spreadsheet. And if you don't have it, I'm sorry. Let me. Where is it? technical library on basaholic.info, audio math survival spreadsheet. The hell is that? There it is. All right, audio math survival spreadsheet available on the website. Got tons of different calculators, converters, imperial, metric, charts, ready to go. Go get it. I'm gonna hop off. It was good hanging out. Y'all have a good one. Order some glow LEDs or just do it. Just do it.